All right. Hey guys, wanted to I did a podcast earlier in the car on the phone, and we were having some audio difficulties. So I got back to the office and listen, I wanted to redo it just to I think it's really important, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, hey, I was at Meijer this weekend. My wife said, "Hey, you need to run to Meijer and pick up some stuff." And so up like three items. I think some milk and some ground beef and just some stuff that we had to get together for dinner. And I went to the self checkout and got everything checked out. Three items, four items max. Put them in a bag, and I go to check out. I wanted to put my M Perks. So if you're not familiar with what M Perks is, it's like a discount card where you put your phone number in, you got a number, and you get discounts or whatever. So I do this, and I put my phone number in. It's my wife's account, so I put the phone number in, and I know she's giving me the PIN number. There's a PIN number involved in this, so put the phone number in, and now you have to do the PIN number on this keypad, which is completely covered up. If you guys are familiar with how keypads are these days, they want to be all private. So I do my thing. I get that fixed up, and I must have entered it wrong the first time, where I wasn't sure what it was. So I do it again. So now I go back to the screen, put the phone number in. I come back in. I know I hit a button accidentally, and it locks up. It says you've tried too many times. So now there's this red button or this red light over my head, and I can assure you that the people behind me were real happy right about this point. In the express self checkout line, I'm holding it up and I'm feeling like an idiot, but there's nobody there. There's nobody there in the self checkout area. So finally, somebody comes over. So I got this red light over my head that like I'm on an airline, and I push the attendant button or something. And she comes over. She scans her employee card. No big deal. And she says, "Oh, you tried to." And it brings up the error, and it says, "Hey, you have tried too many times to put in your MPerks number." And so she says, "Okay, you're okay now." And I noticed that the MPerks number is gray, or the ability to put the MPerks in is now grayed out. And I said, "Oh, so I didn't have to put my PIN number in? You mean are we good to go?" And she goes, "Oh, do you want to try again?" So my answer to that was, for these three items and these people being all upset, absolutely not. So I posted on Facebook that frustration just on my personal page. I posted a stupid, little text saying, "Hey, why do they ask for a PIN number? There's nobody else that does." And it was interesting to me because I saw a lot of people saying, "I don't go to Meijer anymore because of that. I go to Kroger, or I go to wherever," and everybody says they're going somewhere else because of this frustration. So as business owners, I think it's important to always think about the customer and listen to the customer. And there are tools out there. We have them. It's called social listening. So I did tag Meijer in this. I made the post public on very specifically to see if they were listening, right? And of course, I don't think they are. So lesson number one: make things easy for your customer in any process that you have. The easier you can make it for your customer, the more success you're going to have. The second thing is listen. When you have an opportunity to listen to your customer, please listen. Meijer is a very large company. They're out of Michigan, so they're a regional, kind of like a super Walmart, a Target, a super Kroger if you're not from this area. And so they have a huge opportunity. And it was amazing to me to hear people say, "I don't go there anymore because of that frustration." And these are people I know. So I'm sure they're being very honest about it. And they were very quick to jump on and say some things. If you are friends with me and you want to see the Facebook post, you can go look at it. There's plenty of comments out there. The third thing is so that's an important thing. Listen, make changes, see what you can do. There's probably no reason you need a PIN number for that stuff. It's ridiculous. Although JR, I know he's on here right now, he disagrees with me. He says, "I think a PIN number is a good idea." Well, it's not for me. So maybe I just go to Kroger. So here's what else happened. What was interesting. So maybe not the best experience checking out, whatever. It kind of is what it is. When I got done I went ahead and paid, credit card machine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I get the receipt. I look up and it's asking me a question. And the question says, was the store clean? And there's 3 buttons there that says yes, neutral, and no. Now, in my world, in the reputation reviews type of world, we would call that an NPS, a net promoter score is what that would work out to be. And it's typically done on a 10 scale, but you can understand they're doing it with 3 things and working that neutral to understand. So I typically don't do reviews, but this is just an internal survey. So whatever. I pushed the button, said neutral. I really didn't even look. Honestly, I had no look. I didn't really look. So JR says I need a specific training course. So maybe that's what they need to do, is train their customers on how to do this stuff. But so I push neutral and that's it. Cool. 1 question, neutral, and I walk out. And as I'm walking out, I'm thinking, how are they going to use that? Seriously. I mean, let's think about this for 1 quick second. How does Meijer use that information to be better? Because they don't know where I was in the store. Are they going to clean the whole store? What does neutral mean? What does that mean? And so I get to the sliding doors, getting ready to walk out, and I stop, and I got to ask somebody. I got to figure this out. I want to hear it. So I turn around, and I go back. Somebody up front, and I said, hey, I took the survey. 1 question, no big deal. What do you guys use that for? How do you do that? What do you use that for? And they said, I think it's for manager bonus. Okay. So they're not really using it for anything other than, there's no way they can be using it because I was all over that store. And if I said neutral, what department, where, how, what specifically is the problem? Why wouldn't we be getting a yes there? That's what you should be looking for. So all in all, not a great visit to Meijer the other day for an in and out. Want to just get this done. And, I think it's important to understand that you got to listen to your customers. I hope Meijer takes it upon themselves to maybe do some listening themselves and take a look at this. So I have to give Meijer a fail on that. Kroger's the place for me moving forward. Much easier to check out, much easier to use the points program, if you will. And that is where you'll be seeing me moving forward. So I want to share that experience with you. I didn't want to take away. We having some people on the podcast here today and tomorrow, and I didn't want to take away. So, and how do you put it out? So think that through. I always think about, just take it as I always look at things as how we want to be treated as customers and how customers should be treated and how we can be better. So excited about who we have coming on the podcast this week. And I want to just redo this real quick. I'm sorry I had to do it again. I'm going to be really good at this particular podcast here, or this short little podcast really quick, because this is like the 3rd time I've done it because of audio problems. So take that all in. Business owners, take care of your customers, listen to your customer, be a part of your customers, take seriously what they say. I've got another buddy down in Texas, down in Flagstaff, Matt Benton. He put a post up today talking about some reviews and ethics and some things like that. And man, I love the feedback that he's getting on it and some of the things that are going on down there. So guys, first of all, leave your businesses that you do business with, leave them feedback, give them the information to help them make them better. If you really care about a business, you'll do that. Second thing is if it's your business, listen to your customer. Please, please, please. There's 3 things that can make a difference, right? We call it the triangle. If you can imagine triangle like this, if you imagine a triangle like this, up at the top, you've got reviews or reputation. If down to the right, you've got social media, where you can get your message out, and over to the left is more search and maybe a local search if you're a local business, kind of that we always call it the snack pack. If you have listened to the podcast, you know what the snack pack is. So think about it this way. Be found is search. Be heard is social. So you're sharing your message socially. And be chosen is the reputation and the reviews of your company. Think about that stuff. We always do it. We always do it for free. We even show you how to do it. We love helping you guys out. So if you ever want to take on a 5-day proof of concept with us, give us a call, hit us on the message board here, whatever we can do to help you. We'd love to show you what we can do and how we make that happen. Thanks for taking the time today. We look forward to seeing you later with some great business owners. We're actually going to be up in Michigan, right where Meijer's at, believe it or not. Not talking to Meijer today. We're going to be talking to some other people, but we'll be up with some people in Michigan. So looking forward to that. Can't wait to see it. Talk to you soon.